What's up, everybody? Sir LT Giles here, and this is Storytime with LT number 19. How is everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How was your Thanksgiving weekend or week? Mine was great. Had great food and had a good time. Tomorrow I gotta go back to work after being off for a few weeks. Sucks. Don't you hate it when you look all over the place for something that you can't find? And I thought I was gonna find it because I searched everywhere and it just pisses me off. I mean, it's replaceable, of course, but don't you hate when that happens? Well, anyways, I'm gonna tell y'all some work stories. So one of my first jobs was Home Depot, and I used to have this night manager. He would always, all the night guys would come in. I would be closing, so I'd be getting off around like 10 o'clock, and there was this night manager named Brian, and he was hella cool or whatever. But his crew would come in, and I'd see them all out smoking, hanging out before I'm pushing all the carts in and stuff. And it was funny because there was this guy out there. I can't remember his name, but he was an older cat, and he'd just be sitting out there talking, and I would talk to him. And one night, I can't remember what the issue was, but there's this guy named Tony who I'm friends with to this day, and it was hilarious. They had got into it, and he was outside, and he was like, "Lazy fat cocksucker." And I remember I went back and told Tony that, and Tony was laughing. It was so funny. And Tony, he was so cool of a manager that he would let me and like Mikey, my friend Mikey, he'd let us switch, and we'd be like, "Could we switch, Tony?" He'd be like, I don't care, just show up." And one night I was pissed because I had like, I felt he worked me too hard or something, and I snapped at him. He's like, "Ooh," he was cool. It was so cool, and and so anyways, the night manager, Brian, there was these brothers that worked, and they would like be down stocking and stuff while I'm clocking out and stuff. And there was this dude, he had a long ponytail, and I was talking to him, and I was like, "Man, you kind of look like Chris Jericho." For you guys don't watch wrestling, there's this wrestler named Chris Jericho. Back then, he had long hair. Then one day, I was talking to him, and I was like, "Dude, so what's your real name?" And he got pissed. He's like, he's cussing under his breath or something. And it was funny because like another time, Brian and everybody was around and talking, and he asked that dude, he goes, "Hey, Jericho, do you know who won the Taker match?" Oh, and he blew up. It was so funny. So so like my first day working there, it was pretty hilarious. These guys got in a fight in the front of the store, and one of them had dropped a pack of Newports, and they were gone. I didn't see him get arrested or nothing, but I saw him scuffling, and I picked up I picked up that pack of cigarettes and put that shit in my pocket. And it was funny too, like all the way, like, man, back then in '02, people still have VHSs. I think I still had a VCR, and there was actually a porn tape, and I fucking found it and took it home, and the shit was, it was just comical. It was so funny, it made me laugh. Um, but no, those were the days. We had this manager named Terry Dunn who was really cool, and everybody hated him. But he came out. I was part time at the time, and I wanted to go full time. And he came out, and he was like, "I got some news for you." And I'm like, "Yeah." It was full time, buddy. I was so happy. And this dude, he would come outside because I started off pushing carts in the parking lot, and he would start off. He would come out, and he'd go, "Hey, buddy, do me a favor. Walk across the street, get us a big gulp." Man, he was so cool like that. It's funny because a lot of people didn't like him, and it's been like that. Like every job I've been like, because I'm a pretty hard worker, and people usually don't like these managers when they get caught being lazy and shit. And I heard Terry Dunn was racist. A friend of mine who I was really close with said he was, but I mean he never did me wrong. But whatever. And there was this guy named AJ. He was a HR manager, and I never had a problem with him. And everybody said that AJ talked like a snake out the side of his mouth. Like, I guess that's what they said. But anyway, so one time me and this dude named Shane were on. He was driving the forklift, and I'm spotting them. That's what you have to do when you're doing a fort with some. They came up with flags later, but I'm just spotting them. And AJ tries telling him to do something, and Shane's like, Daryl told me to do this or whatever. And it was like funny because AJ was like, move it, soldier. Like, damn, we're in the military now. It was so funny, man. Them were the days, I can't believe it was like 2003, so long ago. I'm getting up there. But anyways, this has been Storytime with LT, number 19. See you guys next Sunday for number 20. LT out.